Hey, it's Sam, and I'm talking about the new moon in Aquarius that's happening March 10th, 2024 in Purva Bhadra Nakshatra. So this new moon is the new moon right before the next solar eclipse that's happening in Pisces. So this time next month, when sun and moon come together, it's going to be in Pisces, and there will be a solar eclipse. So as you've been hearing me describe lately, these eclipses they have a concentrated vortex effect as we get closer and closer, and we're now in that eclipse window. And so I'm going to talk about those things in this video. Please like the video. Clicking like helps a lot more than you know. It pushes the video higher in relevant video searches. Also, please leave a nice comment. Comments also help more than you know as it raises the video in searches. Many times with hundreds of likes, there are only a dozen comments and they can be disproportionately negative. So be positive. Let me know if you like this. Even just a few words really helps. So subscribe, ring the bell to get notified of upcoming videos. I'm also going to talk about something new. I just started YouTube memberships, and as you can see here, I have 4 levels of membership. The investigator unicorn level, are you a unicorn? The examiner Lemurian level, are you a Lemurian from the ancient city? Or are you a visionary Pleiadian? Or are you a 5D avatar oracle? I'm going to talk about a few of these membership levels, but even at the $4.99 level, you get a lot of interesting perks, including a weekly live stream done Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and a bunch of other free classes and loyalty badges and emojis and cool stuff like that. And by the way, in this next level here, this Lemurian level, you get the new moon for your sign. So not just this new moon in general like we have now. So here we go, and the next full moon is going to be the lunar eclipse. So you could see here that we have this new moon in Aquarius, which brings a focus on social connections and noticing the causes that are worth fighting for. This new moon happens 1 month before the solar eclipse on April 8th. Now again, Aquarius is the sign of, as it says here, social connections, noticing the causes that are worth fighting for. A lot of political things have to do with this cycle of Aquarius. We're feeling a lot of political, leanings now. And again, even if it's not literal politics, at least our social responsibilities, our worldly responsibilities are sort of crashing down where we really feel that. And as you can see, it's not only that we have the sun and the moon in Aquarius, but they're also joined Saturn, which is the ruler of Aquarius. And it gives us the ideas worth concentrating on. The ideas worth concentrating on are related to Saturn, especially as it's the ruler of Aquarius. And so these ideas worth concentrating on are very important. And it's more about ideas of long-term value, right? That serve us all collectively, not just personally. Again, Aquarius is opposite Leo, which is our individual personal strength and, power. The last full moon that we had was in the sign of Leo. So that last full moon was in Leo, where we are feeling that glory of the individual. And since then, it's been waning toward this new moon of Aquarius, where we now feel somewhat emotionally emptied of that glorious individual. With the full moons coming before the new moons, we kind of start with this emotional experience that then wanes, and then we have the new moon in the opposite sign. So here we have this new moon in Aquarius. So you could feel pretty emptied of the delusions that you're this, king, this president, or whatever it might be, and realizing, wait a minute, I'm living as part of a world and I'm a citizen, and it's more, and understanding the collective duties and responsibilities that we all have for each other is really a big lesson. that we can be feeling right now. And again, Saturn pushes down that overblown, ego, and so, where we lose ourselves in our grandiose ideas. Saturn says, wait a minute, you only get so much power, so much joy and happiness even, so it can be heavy. Sun, moon come together, and there we could feel a little bit emotionally drained, as it is, because the moon is dark, but then Saturn is also there going, yeah, and life isn't just a bunch of fun and games. It's about work, and it's about facing the truth and facing your shortcomings. And when you do, it's not so bad. Then you're humbled in a good way, and you're not just kind of fired up about your false, grandiose ideas. So that's the real theme of this new moon. And again, on the new moons, we're like emptied of a lot of preconceptions, and it's like a starting point where we start over. It's like when the sperm meets the egg, like the sperm meeting the egg. It creates a new possibility. And of course, as you could see, Venus is also here joined this new moon. So Venus has also joined this new moon, which shows that our, feelings of being in relationship and whatnot are also kind of maybe pushed down a little bit. We also have this exalted Mars is still here. It's aspecting Jupiter in Aries, and Mercury is now also in Pisces. So there's quite a bit there that's happening. And in fact, one of the perks in this membership at one of the levels, you can see under this video, it says join. At this examiner level, one of the perks is this very detailed live video of the coming month. Of course, it's of the current month. I just went over all of these indicators, talking about each of these cycles, because in a few weeks, we're going to have Mercury's going to go into Aries, and then, Venus is going to go into Pisces by the end of the month. Mars is going to move into Aquarius. So again, at this level, at this examiner Lemurian level, I give you that very detailed live video of the coming month. You can just click join and join at that level. But again, you also are getting this new moon forecast here at this Lemurian level, and you also get the full moon forecast when the moon comes around, and we have this full moon over here. You'll also get that at the Lemurian level. And at this other level, at this Pleiadian level, you also get daily detailed forecasts where I talk about, for example, each day. This is Saturday, which is ruled by Saturn. It's in Aquarius. It's in the nakshatra of Purva Bhadra, and it's the first Tithi. What I do at the Pleiadian level is I go through, and you get this detailed forecast. At the beginning of each week, you would get a forecast of each of the 7 days broke down on that Vedic Panchanga level. So it's a great thing. By the way, I had a membership site forever. Since 2009, I've had a membership site, and I since stopped it. I'm just resurrecting it now, just having it on YouTube for those of you who know. I've had a membership site forever, so I'm glad to be able to do it here. But anyway, back to this forecast. Purva Bhadra Nakshatra is where this is happening, this new moon. It's in the nakshatra of Aja Ekapad, which is lightning striking. Aja Ekapad means, it's ruled by the god, it means one-footed goat. Anytime you see animals evoked, like a goat, or like a ram for Mesha, or snake, or horse, or whatever, they're symbolic of energy, right? Of vitality. And a goat, of course, it's a, it's got horns, and it's it sort of has some head butting, but it's also climbing. It's not a ram that bangs heads often, but goats like to climb. They're specific type of animals with horns. So the one-footed goat, you think of lightning coming down from heaven and striking. It strikes in one spot. And again, the word pada is where you get, it's actually Purva Bhadra Pada. I should have put pada at the back here, because that's also the name of the nakshatra, and it's Aja Ekapad. You see, this foot is what pada means. So when you see a foot or feet evoked, it's because your feet are what are on the ground. So when you have pada or foot referred to, it also shows a very tangible result. And so in this case, it's like the lightning that comes down from heaven and strikes you, giving a very specific result, where the result is you've been hit by the lightning. You're like, well, it doesn't sound very good. I won't be hit by lightning. Of course, it's not literal. Hardly no one's ever struck by lightning. It means this lightning strike of consciousness. The fire that comes down from heaven, the heavenly fire, striking the earth, as the fire of heaven comes down and gives us an experience of the soul's transcendent nature. Purva Bhadra Pada exists mostly in Aquarius, and then the fourth pada, or the fourth foot, literally the last section of Purva Bhadra Pada is in Pisces. So this is literally the nakshatra that bridges Aquarius and that humanistic energy I already described, where we feel this connection to something bigger, something transcendent, something social, something cultural, which is still very much of the earth. Purva Bhadra Pada bridges that universalized identity that's not localized and takes it even further and even dissolves that. So it even dissolves that cultural identity that says, oh yes, I'm a citizen of the earth. Well, actually you're not. You're a transcendent being, and you need that lightning strike that comes down and goes bam and shows you your transcendent nature. And that transcendent nature, when you do meditation, for example, when you sit and you keep doing the techniques and you become still and silent, then eventually, bam, you'll get this lightning strike, this strike of lightning that hits you. And it hits you from the other dimension, from the true dimension, because you're still in the body, in the mind, in your mantras or whatever it is that you're doing. You're paying attention to your breath or whatever, but something from the other worldly state hits you like a lightning strike. There's stuff on my shirt. Hits you like a lightning strike, and that's what Purva Bhadra is. So that lightning strike of inspiration comes down and gives you that experience, elevating you beyond the Aquarius experience into the Pisces nature. So again, these are hugely transcendent times right now. And again, if you want to know, and especially if you want to get that very detailed video of the full month, and also the very detailed video of what this new moon means for your sign, because again, if you're Taurus, it's going to be totally different. It's happening in your 10th house, this new moon. Then that's at the Lemurian level. Again, this is a level where you start to get a lot of perks here, especially this is the new moon forecast for your sign, and then there's a full moon, and then there's also the very detailed live video where I talk about where these planets move from there as we go through the month. Again, it's very important to stay in alignment with these things. So at the Lemurian level, you get that. And then at the Pleiadian level, you not only get all of that, but you also get the daily forecast based on the Vedic Panchanga, where it's Saturday, the first Tithi, it's Purva Bhadra, it's Aquarius. It's also join these planets I talk about each day in each conjunction, because then the moon moves into Pisces, where the forecast will be. It'll be Purva Bhadra, Pisces, the first Tithi, join Mercury, join Rahu, and then it'll break down every single day like that. So again, that's at the Pleiadian level. Then if you want to get at the Oracle 5D Avatar level, then there's a bunch of classes, access to many classes, hours and hours of ongoing classes that aren't offered just to the general public. And this is if you want to really become the Oracle 5D Avatar, elevating beyond just the unicorn, which is of the earth, the Lemurian, which is also of the earth, but then the Pleiadian is in the stars, and the 5D Avatar is the transcendent being. Which one are you? No, so trying to have some fun with these membership levels as well. I'm very glad to be offering the membership again because, again, I've had membership for like not since 2009, and I recently stopped because it was too hard for people. They're scattered all over the place, but people can easily concentrate and be here on YouTube. So if that's interesting to you, again, all you need to do is click that join button, and then when you get the pop-up, select the level. But again, this is a very important cycle now that we're living because the next new moon is going to be the solar eclipse in Pisces. The next full moon is going to be the lunar eclipse in Virgo. So again, this is a great time for you to also, do something like this for $10 a month. You can really get plugged in, and you could start, join at the $10 per month, and then if you like it, jump up to the next level. I'll be showing you some of that too. But this is a good time to really be dialing in a little bit more. People ask me all the time. I mean, I get asked constantly. This is why I do this stuff. Is there a place where we can just get a daily forecast update where we can is there a way? And yeah, there is. And here it is, right? Yeah, you have to pay a little money. I got to do the work, right? But these times are very transcendent now. You could feel everything accelerating so quickly, culturally, personally, socially, becoming universalized beings, right? We're all becoming and being challenged to really see beyond just our little boxes. The boxes where we came from, where things are going, it's hard to know. Things kind of sliding in many different directions. And so this new moon here in Aquarius brings together a lot of those things. Purva Bhadra is also that lightning strike that comes down and gives you this awareness of like, okay, yeah, that's right. I kind of understand this stuff intellectually, and I'm trying to align with larger cultural forces, but I'm still, kind of stuck in my specific identity that this is me and that my power just revolves around this limited vision of myself or whatever it might be. So now is the time to really extend that, to really, take it to a higher level. And again, especially they're joined Saturn. Saturn is the ruler. And so there's a lot of Saturn energy underneath all of this now. And that's not bad because he's in his own sign, especially. This Saturn in Aquarius is delivering the goods where we're saying, what do we want to commit to? What type of world do we want to commit to? Do we want to commit to a world of inclusivity, of tolerance, where we see ourselves as all in it together? Do we want to commit to a world where it's, others, us, and them, the good ones, the bad ones, the winners, the losers, the whatever it might be? We're really deciding that now globally. And so this new moon in this cycle now is really an inflection point to really start to notice these things and take them seriously, concentrate, pay attention to those things. And again, for the rest of this month, there's a lot of big shifts that happen. Mars has been exalted. He's going to go into Aquarius. The sun is going to go into Pisces, right? He's going to be in Pisces and start moving up toward that eclipse. And again, the next in March 25th, we have the lunar eclipse down here in Virgo. So again, a lot of big things happening, and I really invite you to avail yourself of one of these membership levels. Try it out. Try it for a month. $5 for at least the investigator, the unicorn level. You get a lot of new video, or you get a lot of free videos that you see me offer in like webinars and whatnot. You just get them all in one place. Again, early access to new videos as well. I forgot to mention that. So for example, when I release a public video, you would get early access to those videos before they go in the live, and also the astrology week ahead. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific, you could show up on the call and get that. And again, each one of these memberships include the perks from the previous level. So if you're the Lemurian, you get all of that, and you get these other things, right? And you get these videos on the detailed month ahead, on the new moon forecast for your side, the for your sign, the full moon forecast for your sign. If you're the Pleiadian, then you also get those perks, all that, and then you also get the videos. Every week you'll get a detailed video of the upcoming week with each day broken out based on the Vedic Panchanga. The moon is in Pisces, it's the first lunar day, it's joined Mercury, it's joined Rahu, it's this Tithi, this Nakshatra, etc. for each day of the week. And then you also get one Ask Me Anything live video each month. Again, this is at the Pleiadian level. You also just get... People ask all the time, is there a way we can ask you questions? Yeah, you could do this, okay? And these will be really good just to ask about whatever you like about astrology. And then at the Oracle 5D avatar level, you get all of that, plus you get 10 out. You get access to hours of classes. I'm going to change them on an ongoing basis, but a lot of videos and classes that haven't been released on YouTube and to the public in general, and one monthly chart reading study Q&A deep dive. So again, you can click join, subscribe. You can subscribe to the channel, but also click join, and it'll pop up, and you pick the level that you want. So I'm really excited about starting the YouTube memberships. YouTube is a really good company relative to all the social media companies, and so I feel good partnering with them. All people are here with a lot of enthusiasm, and I look forward to taking you deeper into that. And again, I hope you enjoyed this update on the new moon in Aquarius in Purva Bhadra. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.